Good morning. So, like I said in the Google Meet, sorry, I have my glasses on for this. I'm nervous to live instruct this because I know that there's storms coming. So, I didn't want people to have power out and then have a problem. So, I'm going to go through these notes with you like this. Yay. So, we have four problems to go through. This is review, other than problem five. Problem five is going to be a little different, or actually, I guess it's problem four, slide five. Sorry. So I'm just wanting to go over the word problems and make sure that you understand them as we come back from the Thanksgiving break. So here's number two. I think I shared this slideshow with you. So what I did in terms of the notes was I put like blank squares or rectangles over the information, and I'm going to remove them as I go so you can see what's behind it. So when you look at the slideshow yourself and you're like, wait, where did the work go? You just have to take the boxes and whoops, like move them. Now, of course, move them or like delete them, and then that's where the work will be. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm all over the place. So, good morning. So let me cover this back up. Ah, of course. Everything is harder on a Monday, don't you think? So anyway, in this first problem, we have a hexagon. So we have three kinds of problems. See if I really can get it to move. Okay, so we have three kinds of problems. We have perimeter problems, we have consecutive integer problems, and we have money problems. Don't we all get it? Ching. So in the perimeter problems, we're always going to be given a shape. It's a good idea to draw the shape. Then we're going to be instructed about how to label the sides. And then we'll be told the perimeter. And for all of these problems, you're going to add up all of the sides. If there's six sides, add up six of them. If it's a rectangle, make sure you add up four. And you're going to set that sum equal to whatever the perimeter is. Solve for x, and then tell what the sides lengths are. So for this one, I have a hexagon. So that's six sides. So I drew a six-sided thing. The largest side is three times the smallest side. So the way my hexagon looks, I don't have one side really smaller than another, but I picked one of the sides to be x, and the next one is three times that, so 3x. So that's where these two sides come from. One of them is three times the smallest. And the remaining sides are each 10 inches long. So see how I put a 10 at all the rest of the sides? So there are no other x's. It's just this, the largest side is three times the smallest, and all the rest are 10. The perimeter is 60. So let's see if I can actually do this. Good. So, I should have created. Anyway, sorry. Now I'm going to have to go back and put all those rectangles in. That's okay. So now I have an equation. I have the first side, I have the second side, and then all the tens add up to 60. Here you see the rest of the work. You can go through that. Pardon me. As long as you're fine with solving equations, you don't really need to even worry about that. I just put all the work down, add up the x's, add the regular numbers. I get x equals 5. And then answer my final question. So once I get x is 5, what does that mean? Go over to your picture. That means this side is 5, and this side is 3 times 5. So my final answer should say the sides of the hexagon are 5 inches, 15 inches, and then I listed all the tens because it said find the length of each side. So I just figured let's answer the question exactly like they want it. Okay. Number three, slide three, number 2. So consecutive integer problems. So we have find 4 consecutive odd integers. So again, every time we have these problems, we have one of two setups. If the word odd or even is not there, then we're going to have x, x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, and just go up. If the word odd or even is there, we're going to have x, and then x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6, and so on. This problem wants 4 consecutive integers, so 1, 2, 3, 4, here they are. Second step, I need to write an equation that matches what this says. So find 4 consecutive integers or odd integers such that, all right, I'm done with that part. Finished, don't need that anymore. That's what gives me all this stuff. Okay, so such that 4 times the first is, that's a big word, that means equals 13 more than 3 times the third integer. So let's go back to here. 4 times the first integer. So that's going to be 4 times x. Four times x is equals 13 more than. So 13 more than is a changing word, a turnaround word. So I don't really want to have 13 plus. I want to have something plus 13. That's why you see this. 3 times the third integer. So where's the third integer? 1, 2, 3. Here's the third integer. I need 13 more than 3 times that. So here's 3 times that plus 13. There's my equation. If that didn't make sense, if I went too fast, pause it, go back, watch again. Okay, go through it as slowly as you need to. That's the benefit of a video. My next step is solve the equation. Don't forget to distribute your 3. So this is a 12 right here. Next step, get my x's together. So I brought my 3x to the left. And then I added my 2 regular numbers. I get x is 25. All right, no big deal. So there's my x. And then my final answer is, if x is 25, go back here. The first number is 25. The second is 2 more than x. So 27, 29, 31. All right, slide 4, number 3. Now I have basically the first 2 problems combined. So this is different. This is new. We haven't seen a problem like this before. So we have the lengths of the sides of a triangle. So I think, draw a picture of a triangle. I actually don't think I drew one because I ran out of space. Instead, I labeled first side, second side, third side. The lengths of the sides of a triangle are represented by 3 consecutive even integers. What? That means when I take the 3 sides of a triangle, the first side's going to be x, the second side's x plus 2, and the third is x plus 4. These are the ways I label consecutive even integers. So I could take a triangle and draw it and have one side x, x plus 2, and x plus 4. I listed it this way because it just seemed easier for me. But either way is fine. But this is what we're looking to do. The 3 sides are 3 consecutive even integers. So x, x plus 2, x plus 4. But it's a perimeter problem. The perimeter of the triangle is 96 feet. So what do we do with perimeter? We take all 3 sides and add them up and set them equal to the perimeter. So x, x plus 2, and x plus 4 add up to 96. Put my x's together, put my numbers together. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, good. Okay, subtract 6 from both sides and I get x. So what are the sides of the triangle? Well, if x is 30, that's the first side. And the second side is 32. And the third side is going to be 34. Let's see if I can move this. Whatever, it's peeking out there. Okay, if you go through these notes again yourself, just delete all the text boxes. You don't need them there. I'm just keeping them so I can put it back together. Okay, last problem, money problem. So this is where I make my table. Oh, look pretty. I made it like blue. Okay, I have some nickels, dimes, and quarters. So first thing I have to do is make a chart. And I think my chart has everything in it. So let's see what my chart looks like. Oh no, yeah, I can write it in. Okay, so I have nickels, dimes, and quarters. So the first thing I'm going to do is write down nickels, dimes, quarters. Oh my. Okay, we can write down their value right away as well. Nickels are worth 5 cents, dimes are 10, quarters are 25. Okay, now I need the problem. I have twice as many nickels as I do dimes. Take that sentence first. The second part is the x. I have twice as many nickels as I do dimes. So dimes is x, nickels is 2x. And I have 5 more quarters than nickels. Okay, so nickels is an x. I already have a thing for it. Nickels is already 2x. And I have 5 more quarters than nickels. So there's my quarters. Okay, for the total column, remember I multiply across. 5 times 2x is 10x. 10 times x is 10x. And this is 25 parentheses because this is more than one term. 25 times 2x plus 5. That's what that chart looks like. Once you get the chart set up, now we're smooth sailing. We take everything in the total column, and that's going to add up to the total amount of money that I have. Take away the decimal point. So there's my equation. The 10x, and this, which I distributed, 50x plus 125 equals 2225. Solve that, I get x equals 30. So what does that mean? Go back to the chart. 30 is the quantity of dimes I have. That's how many dimes I have. 2 times 30 is how many nickels I have. So 60. And 2 times 30 plus 5 is how many quarters I have. So we have to go answer that question. 30 dimes, 60 nickels, 65 quarters. Okay, I hope that that makes sense and that reviewed it well for you. You're now going to go do the problems in that Google form. The answers are there. So as you do each one, check it. Your quiz is going to look similar to that Google form, not with the answers there, but in that similar style so that you can be used to that. Okay, any questions, let me know.